and pulling the bag on the plastic on his face.
Uthi ke omunye ke wamametro wabe eseza ngemuva ke kuyena la amfaka khona ke uplastic ebusweni emcinezela ke la ngasemva ke ukuthi ke abalanceke angawi.
This is not, my lord, I was not in Diepkloof, so I will not have seen these things, and I don't have evidence to suggest that he was assaulted in Diepkloof.
Ngangingekho eDiepkloof manje ke ngangeke ngiboneke lezi zinto lezi futhi anginabo nobufakazi obushoyo ukuthi washaywa eDiepkloof.
He says this was painful and cried and he could not breathe.
Uthi ke lokho and cried, you said
Cried. Yes.
Uthi lokho akubuhlungu wayekhala futhi ke engakwazi nokuphefumula.
My lord, all I can say, as I've said over and over again, I was not in Diepkloof. What I know, he was taken by Constable Monaring and handed to Colonel Mboto, who phoned me when he was done directly. And there was even an occurrence book that Colonel Mboto made at the charge office, indicating that he completed taking a confession from accused number 1. Now, if all this assault took place when police officers from Diepkloof were there, I'm finding it very strange that they will not report such an incident, because I don't work in Diepkloof, I've never worked there. Why would I make arrangements to take accused number 1 to be assaulted at a police precinct which we have no control on? Even Colonel Mboto was a branch commander in Randburg. He chose Diepkloof because I think for reasons of convenience for him. But none of us, this is now I'm talking about the officers, me talking to Colonel Mboto and Colonel Mboto himself, worked in Diepkloof. It was a station that he chose and he went to take the confession thereafter he left, my lord.
Lokhu ke mina ke nanjengoba ngisho ke ngizophinda ke into engishilo ukuthi ngangekho ke eDiepkloof futhi ke lapha eDiepkloof ngafonelwa uyena ke uKolonel Mboto eseqedile ukuthi ke uqedile uthatha istatement kuyena umsolo wokuqala kanye futhi ke nencwadi lena ebizwa ngokuthi ke occurrence book lokhu okwenzekayo ke la ekubhalwa khona ke futhi ke ipolice station eDiepkloof ngamangala ke ukuthi kwangani ukuthi amaphoyisa aseDiepkloof ayezoyekela ke noma athuleke kwenzeka into enjengaleyo angasho lutho. Naye ke uKolonel Mboto wayengasebenzi eDiepkloof, waye branch commander yase Randburg, nami angaze ngisebenze eDiepkloof. Kwakuyi station nje esakhethwa uyena uKolonel Mboto ukuthi ke lokho ayokwenzela khona.
Now he says that as he was trying to free himself, he fell down and they started to kick him on his body, just like they did at Vosloorus.
Uthi ke kusekulokho ke wase ewaphansi ke uma esewileke ilaba aqala khona ukuthi bamkhahleleke la emzimbeni ngalendlela abenza ngayo eVosloorus.
No, my lord, I was not there. And with that level of injuries, being kicked, I've seen the SWAT team, my lord, and I wish the court could see when they're geared. They wear boots, it's hard boot, it's military boots. If we are kicked by those members who are highly trained, I'm finding it very strange that no occurrence book when he was detained will indicate that this man could not breathe, he could not walk properly, because you're talking about an elite team that is trained to deal with volatile situation, wearing military boots, kicking someone for the second time now. He was kicked over and over again in Vosloorus. He's been kicked again in Diepkloof. Yet the occurrence books that followed after Colonel Mboto do not indicate that there was ever a complaint of injuries or pain, none whatsoever, including Exhibit EFF, which says he had no injuries. This is really not true, my lord.
Kuyangimangaza ke lokho mina futhi ke akusilona ke iqiniso. Ngiyafisa nje ukuthi ke inkantolo ingawabona ke lamalunga lana eSWAT noma laba ke bakweSWAT indlela ke abaqeqeshwa ngayo ke futhi ke nezicathulo abayigqokayo noma ke phecelezi ke amabhoot abawagqokayo uma kuukuthi ke ungakhahlelwa ke ngalendlela akhuluma ngayo umsolo ukuthi wakhahlelwa ngayo uthi ke wakhahlelwa eVosloorus wakhahlelwa futhi ke nakhona ke eDiepkloof. Kuyangimangaza ke ukuthi ke akukho nje kule incwadi ke zasemaphoyiseni i-occurrence book kanye futhi ke kakhulukazi kuyena ke exhibit FF la abhale khona ke uKolonel Mboto ukuthi lo muntu lena ke kwakunzima kuyena noma wayengakwazi ukuthi aphefumule noma futhi ke kunala kwakubuhlungu khona kuyena. Kuyangimangaza lokho futhi akusilona iqiniso.
he says, while he's being kicked and being suffocated, they kept on asking him about the death of Senzo.
Uthi ke ngenkathi bemkhahlela futhi ke bemfakile lokho bamfake konake beqhubeka ke bembuza njalo ngokufa kwakhe uSenzo.
I was not there, my lord, in Diepkloof.
Ngangingekho lapho eDiepkloof.
Now he further says that they then paused the suffocating with the plastic bag and the kicking. And when he gained a momentum to sit upright, he then saw you and another black male in front of him. You were standing in front of him, and the other black male.
Uthi ke bama kancane ke ukuthi ke bamnyeke futhi bamkhahlela nokumkhahlela ila sethola khona ke ithuba lokuthi ke asukumeke ahlale ila athi uma ke esephapha ke wabona wena ke kanye futhi nomunye umlisa umuntu omnyama nani mi.
My lord, I thought I arrived with him in Diepkloof and I was asking him questions. But be that as it may, I was not in Diepkloof and this did not happen, my lord.
Bengicabanga ukuthi ke ngafika naye eDiepkloof futhi ke ngangimbuza imibuzo. Kodwa ke lokho ke aku lona ke iqiniso ngangekho nalapho. Akwenzekanga, akuzange kwenzeke.
Now he says, when you and the other black male stood in front of him, the police who were assaulting him were also there.
Uthi ke ngalenkathi wena ke nalomlisa ke nanimile ke lapho namanye amaphoyisa ayekhona nawo.
I was not there, my lord, and I did not witness such, my lord. In Ereton, Diepkloof, I didn't go there, my lord.
Ngangingekho lapho lokho ke angizange ngikubone eEratin kodwa ke eDiepkloof angizange ngiye.
Now he further says that you then went out of that area where you were, and then the other black male then said to him that he was going to ask him questions.
Uthi wena ke wase uphuma ke lapho obunye lona ke yena wathi ke uzoqhubeka umbuzo imibuzo.
My lord, I was never in Diepkloof.
Angaze ngiye
With accused number 1, I didn't go there, my lord.
Angizange ngiye eDiepkloof kanye naye ke umsolwa wokuqala.
When he said he was going to ask him questions, this other black male had papers in his possession, and he also started to ask him about the death of Senzo, and he told him that he knew nothing about it.
Uthi ke uma emtshela ke omunye umlisa lona ukuthi ke uzombuza imibuzo wena amaphepha wena awewaphethe kuyena wayesemtshela naye ke ukuthi akazi lutho ngokufa kwakhe uSenzo.
My lord, I was not in Diepkloof SAPS with accused number 1.
Angizange ngiye eDiepkloof kunye naye umsolwa wokuqala.
Now he says, he told this black man that he had been telling this other policeman who has been assaulting him ever since they arrested him, that when they asked him about the death of Senzo, that he knew nothing about the death of Senzo.
Uthi ke nalona ke umlisa naye wamtshela ke ukuthi ke lamaphoyisa ke bekade engishaya ke engikhahlela ke kusukela ke ngesikhathi ngibosha kade ngwatshela nawe ukuthi angazi lutho ngokushona kwakhe uSenzo Meyiwa.
My lord, I was not in Diepkloof with accused number 1 on the day when the confession was taken down by Colonel Mboto.
Ngangingekho eDiepkloof kanye naye umsolwa wokuqala ngelanga ke uKolonel Mboto owayethatha istatement esogonyuluka kuyena.
And then he says that this black male then went on to ask him about the Buthelezi brothers, and he told him that he knew nothing about the Buthelezi brothers.
Uthi ke waqhubeka ke lomlisa lona embuza ke ngalaba ababili ke umuntu ke nomfowabo abakwaButhelezi wamtshela naye ke ukuthi akazi lutho ngabo.
My lord, as I've said yesterday, the mentioning of Buthelezi brothers is the creation. It's a story that was given by accused number 1 with an intention of concealing the investigation. It really came from him. no one knew of the Buthelezis or possible involvement prior to us getting to accused number one. What we knew was that after him, the next person in line, in terms of the investigation, is accused number two. There was no assertion or suggestion or indication that there is a Buthelezi or there are Buthelezi brothers possibly involved as suspects. That is not correct. It is accused number one himself who gave these names with the intention of misleading the investigation. Now he's pushing the back now to say it's our. It's his who gave us these names, my lord.
Lokhu ke noma lokho ke akusilona ke iqiniso. Akukho esasikwazi ke thina njengethimba eliphenyayo singamaphoyisa ngalabo ababili ke bakwaButhelezi. Uma siqala ukuzwa ke ngabakwaButhelezi ke kwakusuka kuyena ke noma kuphuma kuyena umsolo wokuqala. Uma ekwenza ke lokho inhloso yakhe kwakuwukuthi ke asilahlekiseke noma asikhohliseke kuphenyo lwethu esasilwenza thina esasikwazi ke ukuthi uma sisuka kuyena ke umsolo wokuqala olandelayo umuntu esizophenya ke umsolo wesibili kwaba uyena akekho kuthina owakhuluma ngabakwaButhelezi uyena umsolo wokuqala owasitshela ke ngalaba ababili bakwaButhelezi.
Now, he further says that this black male continued to ask him other questions, although he is unable to remember all the questions that he asked him.
Lomlisa embuza ke eminye ke imibuzo noma engasayikhumbuli ke noma engasayazi yonke ke lemibuzo ayibuzwa uyena.
My lord, again, I was not in Diepkloof police station when accused number one went to give a confession to Colonel Mboto.
Ngangingekho eDiepkloof uma ke umsolo wokuqala wayonikeza ke noma wayogonyuluka kuyena uKolonel Mboto.
Now he says, as this black male was asking him questions, he was writing on the papers that he had, although he held those papers very close to his chest as he was writing.
Uthi nanjengoba lomlisa ke wayembuza ke imibuzo wayebhala phansi ke njengoba embuza imibuzo kodwa ke amaphepha lana njengoba wayebhala ke amaphepha awayebambele la eduze kuyena noma eduze ke ekuyena esifubeni.
I wouldn't know, my lord. As I said, I was not in Diepkloof, and I can only comment about the document that Colonel Mboto gave me and the subsequent entries that suggest what transpired there, my lord.
Ngangingekho lapho ke mina ke eDiepkloof engakhuluma ngako mina ke amaphepha lana noma ke documents lana engawanikezwa ke uyena uKolonel Mboto nokunye ke lokho okwabhalwa ke noma okubhaliwe ke ezincwadini.
Then he thereafter requested him to sign the papers. However, on account of the fact that he was cuffed, he then requested another policeman, that is now the person who was writing this blackmail, requested another policeman to uncuff him.
Uthi ke wasecelwa ukuthi asayinde ngenxa yokuthi ke wayefakwe ozankosi. Iphoyisa noma ke umlisa lo kwakuyena wayembuza umhlomi imibuzo wasecela elinye iphoyisa ukuthi ke amkhululeke bona ozankosi.
My lord, I was not at Diepkloof SAPS with accused number one.
Ngangingekho eDiepkloof SAPS kanye naye umsolo wokuqala.
Now when he was uncuffed, this black male then noticed or noted some wounds on his wrist which were caused by the cuffs and said to him, "Aw kanti ulimele kanje?" Literally translated meaning, "Hey, you seem to be so badly injured," because there were blood on the wounds.
Ese khulwa bona ke ozankosi labo wase embona ke umlisa lona ke ukuthi ke wayelimele ke la elinyazwe ibona ozankosi labo wase kuyena ke awu kanti ulimele kanje.
My lord, I was not at Diepkloof police station with accused number one.
Ngangingekho eDiepkloof police station nomsolo wokuqala.
Then the Metro Police and the other normal police were with him the whole day, then took him away.
futhi ke base bemthatha ke ama Metro Police kanye namanye ke amaphoyisa la ayekade enaye ke ilanga lonke bamhambisa.
I was not at the police station, my lord, so I with accused number 1, my lord.
Ngangingekho epolice station kanye naye umsolo wokuqala.
But before they left, he put his thumbprints on the papers after having signed. He also put his thumbprint on the papers which were in possession of this blackmail that was taking, that was writing on the papers.
Uthi ke esesayindile ke lawo maphepha lawo ayephethe ulombisa lona ke ayebhala kuwona ke wabeka nesithupha sakhe.
The document, my lord, Exhibit FF, that was given to me by Colonel Mboto, it does have thumbprints and it does have a signature of the deponent. But the connotation, my understanding of it, my lord, it is the information that Colonel Mboto got from accused number 1, according to these documents. The notice of rights, where he took it, ID number of accused number 1 was provided, as well as the address and cell phone number, which I know for the fact that Colonel Mboto did not know, as he did not have knowledge of this document, my lord. It's contained in this Exhibit FF, my lord.
Yebo, kuqiniso ke lana ku exhibit uFF sikhona ke isithupha kusayindiwe futhi ke ngokuthi ke imininingwane ela uKenel Mboto wayithola kuyena ke umsolwa ikheli lakhe likhona la igama lakhe ID number kanye futhi ke ne cell phone number yakhe engazi kamhlophe ke ukuthi ke uKenel Mboto wayengayazi futhi ke leyo number ngoba ke wayengenalo ulwazi lwalo ledokodo leli uKenel Mboto.
Now that is basically what he had told this court in his evidence in the trial, and what he would come tell this court if needs be.
Yilokho ke akutshela lenkantolo ke ngenkathi ayimilana ke naye ezokuthula ubufakazi bakhe uma ngabe isidingo sikhona ke yilokho futhi azoza azokutshela inkantolo.
It will be misleading, my lord, if the intention is to come and tell this court that I was in Diepkloof police station when this confession was taken.
Kuzoba lokho ke akusilona ke iqiniso noma ke ukhohlisa ke lenkantolo uma ukuthi uzoza azotshela lenkantolo ukuthi ngangise Diepkloof police station ngathi kwakubhalwa ke le statement.
Thank you, Brigadier. Now, Brigadier, tell me, what information did you give to Mboto, to Colonel Mboto, when you requested him to come and take the alleged confession from accused number 1?
Yini owayitshela ke uKenel Mboto uma ngabe umcela ukuthi ke azothatha istatement lesi kumsolo wokuqala?
It wasn't much, my lord, except to say I have an individual who is prepared to make a confession, and I would have given him the case number under Phosphorus case 636 of 10/2014. It was limited to that.
Kwakungekho kuningi ke umtshela nje na ke ukuthi ke kwakunomuntu owayeyimisele ke ukuthi ke agonyuluke ngase ngimtshela ke futhi ne case number u-Phosphorus 63610/2014 kwabe nje kuphelela lapho.
And the case number, my lord, came in after he had agreed that he will assist me. So I gave it to him as a reference. But at the beginning was to say, I have a person who is prepared to make a confession. Can you assist? And when he said yes, and we're moving now to the arrangements of where the person must be brought, and I gave him now the case number as a reference.
Futhi ke ukuthi ngimnike imininingwane yeqala ngamagama i-case number lokho kwenzeka kamuva ke ngoba uma esevumile ngoba ke kwaba ukumcela nje ukuthi ke kunomuntu oyimisele ukuthi agonyuluke uma ngabe emuva kokuthi sethe yebo ila esengamnikeza khona ke i-case number.